Okay, cool.
And they're both ready, so I guess we're just gonna get straight into it, honestly.
Alright, well, I'm T-Fast. I'm gonna be here casting with Don't Blink and Tay.
Alright.
And the two teams that are going to be playing in our Tier 1 section are going to be Zaidan and Raiyu. They actually come from the same org, so this could be a pretty interesting match.
Yeah, I remember the first one I watched from the same organization. It was Raiyu and what was the other one? Was it Mushi Mushi? Yeah, and that was a crazy game.
They're both ready, so I guess we're getting right into it. I like Ilios.
I don't see the league on, just by the way. I don't know if I'm just blind.
It takes a second.
You don't have one?
Oh, I got an ad. Oof. Oh, and we're starting out on Ilios. Definitely a fun map to watch, I'd say.
I know a lot of people don't like Ilios Ruins, but I love that map, honestly.
Ilios Ruins is like just so different from the other two, but like, I mean, at least for me, I'm a sniper player, so I like it in that way, but
yeah,
like generally it's just different.
Sorry guys,
I also like what is it called, Lighthouse. I like Lighthouse a lot. It's just such a closed up area, sort of like Nepal Village. You could play a lot of Symmetra on
yeah, I feel like if people don't like Ruins, it's probably the same like reason that people don't like what's it called, like just the Busan map in general, because each section of that map is extremely different from the last. You know, that could be a part of it.
Sort of like
the teams are about to exit
outside and then inside.
Yeah, Bastion fire comp, and then we have the McCree fire comp. See how this goes.
We got double shield on one side, meanwhile we have Arissa Hog on the other, so that's going to be interesting.
Old Torque. Love it. And got the fire in the air.
The Hog gets halted into the center with the help from Sigma.
Ooh, direct hit by the fire on the McCree. Nice shot.
And now, since Raiyu has control of the point, I think it's Raiyu. Jeez, I don't have my colors down.
Yeah.
Left side is Zaidan, and right side is
okay,
Raiyu.
yeah. Since Raiyu had point presence first, they were able to cap the point pretty early on.
I mean, they're running the same support comp, so they're going to have almost the same amount of skills, hopefully. Got the wall.
This is more just like a sustain fight.
Yeah, it is. And looks like Zaidan takes point. I keep thinking left side is Raiyu because of the press area.
Yeah, no, Zaidan has like surprisingly just completely flipped the point.
Yeah,
like all they needed was the one pick from the Orisa, and the defense of Raiyu just completely crumbled.
And that's Diesel on Raiyu. Got Nicology out, Nicumba.
For the amount of DPS that the Bastion's doing, he's not really getting a ton of value. But as I say that, they take two down.
Pick, so. Looks like Farah's going to try to flank that Bastion. Trying to get that,
And both Farahs throw down the barrage, but one just gets more value for it.
Yeah, Zaidan definitely got that better pick. I mean, you got.
They still haven't flipped the point, though.
Nah, they haven't gotten it yet. But
so Raiyu is just kind of getting some free percentage off this. They made a switch off the Raiyu made a switch off the Pharah onto the Reaper instead, and that's a double halt from Merkney. Absolutely huge.
Monkey.
And the follow-up from Hey Beef on the Bastion with his ult.
This
Massive.
hitting a lot of shots. Doing really well. But Zaidan has 3 picks out, so... Or, they got 3 lost, so... It's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to reset for that. That Reaper trying to get
Yeah,
like,
Raiyu has a disadvantage here with their ult charge.
Oh, they're not even trying to go in that room to see him. They still don't see him. They still don't see the Reaper. That's crazy. Absolutely insane.
They throw down the supercharger and go for a halt. Doesn't get anything. And Sniper King takes out 2, 3! Oh, before he's taken down by Airsick.
I literally watched that happen. He was sitting in that room. He watched Hog and everyone go by and got the DPS. That was great. But they still haven't gotten anything. I think
it's going to be really hard to take any point presence back from this double shield Bastion comp right now.
They're going to need like heavy shield break and something to get rid of fast.
And that's another 2.
Yeah. They're using a lot of ult now on Zaidan.
And the Mercy, oh my gosh! She gets the res off before dying to Hey Beef.
She fell down into the well to get that res off.
She fell down the well too, didn't she?
Yeah, she got that res off inside the well.
That was a pretty close round, though. I don't remember the exact percentage, but wasn't that far off from each other. And we were talking about Ruin's early snipers. You can already see Sniper King is on the Widow with Hey Beef on the Doomfist. Depressed Berry also moves over to the Widow with Airsick on the Reaper. Interesting matchup coming at us.
I also believe that Mora is way stronger support on this map rather than Mercy.
Oh. They almost... Zaidan almost is able to dive the Widowmaker. Oh, and they end up following up and getting the final blow. But both teams lost their Widow in this fight.
Got that guy.
Zumba gets an extra pick, but Hey Beef follows up with another pick on the Moira. Zumba takes out Hey Beef though. And with the res on EXO, this fight's more than even.
Reaper's just getting in their tank's faces. Trying to get that something.
Raiyu decided to back out in that last fight.
Yeah. And this time, Zaidan is going with the double shield. Oh, no. Looks like Monkey switched off ball.
And Sniper King goes over onto the Reaper.
Oh, yeah, he is on Reaper now. I haven't seen much of Doomfist yet. Oh, Reaper behind the Doomfist. Doomfist quickly gets out of that.
Baptiste Square is thrown down, but it doesn't look like it's going to get any picks.
Oh, and
Zumba takes out Beef again.
Yeah, he's just getting picked.
He's rezzed up, but 2 more die.
Reaper ult fight.
And Depressed Berry gets 2 in that fight.
Looks like that's a whole team win right there. 5.
At a huge stagger on the Mercy, too.
Yeah. Unfortunate. And there seems to be no switches, yeah.
So right now, Zaidan definitely has the advantage in ults.
Yeah.
They've got 4, almost 5, going against Raiyu's 1. And that's the Doomfist ult, too, so it's not even, like, necessarily one that can get a lot of value. I mean, we'll see. It's thrown out. It gets 2! Massive
they
ult!
Hit that halt.
And then we got the coalescence. Saved everyone else at least.
Halt with that Doomfist ult probably helped them a lot.
Yeah.
Zaidan's tanks are low, and both of them get taken out. I think Raiyu's gonna take this point. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Right at the last second, 99%.
That was a good take back.
And what's crazier about that is Zaidan used 2 ults in that fight. 3 ults, I think, actually. And they still lost it. And this fight's just, it's already won for Raiyu. They used the Supercharger and the Reaper Death Blossom and just won it.
Yeah, it seemed that Raiyu really wanted that point this round. But Zaidan's up to 99, so they're gonna have to really defend this well.
Oh, and Ryu's already lost 2.
Yeah,
that's
I think
3
Zaidan
down.
Has this round. Seems like
they're gonna have to stagger really well to even contest this.
Nah, they won that.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it is.
All right, it's 1-1. We're going into our third point.
Which is no, they already wrote them well.
Yeah, no, this should be Lighthouse.
Yeah, Lighthouse. That's the one I was thinking of.
Dude, Well and Lighthouse are so easy to confuse because they both have like the little
it is
the structures next to them. Yeah.
It's almost identical.
Yeah, the lighthouse and the windmill. It's just easy to confuse. Depressed Berry's going back onto the Pharah though this time. And Hey Beef is actually going to bring out the May, and it looks like Depressed Berry is also doing the same. And hey, I'm just going to stop talking about their switches because they're switching so much. It's going to be Reaper May on both sides, assuming they both walk out the door.
I'll do the switches for you.
This map actually.
They're both running a May Reaper comp.
Yeah, they're completely mirrored. And a huge wall from Depressed Berry.
Look
at the right side. At least we're not watching Ghost every minute. Oh,
that is true.
Dude, Zumbra's gotten so many picks. Like, at least final blows.
Yeah. And then more is following that Aretha. He backed up, but Reaper's up there now.
I can see some really good communication with these teams.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the May walls and everything, I can see the communication.
Oh, massive pull into a freeze on the Sigma. Doesn't get anyone, except Hey Beef actually turns around and gets Pocket on the Sigma.
Okay.
Zaidan's now down an entire person. See, oh, they're down 2 now. Let's see if they can even contest this that much longer. Doesn't look like it's going to be their point for that much longer.
Both Reapers are just popping off. Like, Reapers are just winning the fight. And let's take Raiyu takes this one out.
Ultimate charge-wise, both teams are pretty even. The only difference is the Moira on Ryu's side just used her ult.
I think actually Raiyu has the advantage. Yeah, they do. Both May ults come out.
Although they go down 1. Down 2. I don't know. I think Ryu's gonna lose this one actually. Pretty swiftly.
A lot of ults right now. But this,
just the Reapers left on point, and that's it. And for how many ults they used, the other team now has 2 more ults than them. So it's not like they just traded a Blizzard when you look at it from Ryu's side. They traded a Blizzard for 3 other ults, 4 other ults.
Yeah, but the best player is
that's pretty good value.
The other team's May.
Another big pick, but it's traded back.
Yeah. I call that the Raiyu does have more ults. Seems like Zaidan keeping this really.
I think they're just waiting for their Orisa to come back.
Yeah.
Before they push it off.
Oh, there's one ult.
Oh, massive halt into that Death Blossom by Merkney. with the supercharger as well.
Right now, it's just looking like
Merkney's popping off right now.
Yeah,
like, absolutely popping off. And they're going to be able to turn the point in overtime.
No, it looks like...
Now Raiyu has another pretty big ult disadvantage, so we'll see if that manages to turn the fight against them.
Taken out.
That's an early pick too. Ooh.
Yeah, he was staggered by himself.
That's not good.
I would have at least tried to get back to my team at that point.
He's already back though, so wasn't a ton of time. If you lose any character, you want it to be the Lucio. You can just speed move right past. And a massive hole right into the Sigma ult by Ryu. I mean Merkney on Ryu. Ooh. And that's just a fight one. They only lost. Merkney's the only one that dies in that fight.
Yeah, Merkney's the only one that
died. The communication between these two teams is actually incredible, though.
Huh?
I was gonna have to speak with you.
Okay. And then we get a mail by...
Merkney already takes down one, and B follows up with a second.
We're doing teleport by Zaidan.
Oh. This is actually really close.
Yeah, it is.
99 to 99.
About who wins the point.
Oh, and B probably just turned it around with that one ult.
Now, and he gets taken out by the Reaper.
At this point, it just staggers. If they can't get any picks, it's not going to matter, and that's it. Ryu gets the first map point. Raiyu. How long have I been saying Ryu? Raiyu gets the first map point.
But I was gonna wait.
Game you were
I was gonna wait and correct you.
This was massive, though.
It was.
Especially with the blizzard there, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I did.
It seemed like they knew it was already a one fight, or going to be a one game for that map, and then...
Yeah, I was really thinking that Zaidan was going to win that.
Wow.
Their coordination is insane. Whether or not they lost that or not, it was still...
Just really impressive. From both teams, though. Like, that was a very... Not a very one-sided map.
No.
Both teams got a point, and all the points were close.
In honor of the holidays, I will do Christmas. I love Christmas, Blizzard World, and Kings Row. I think they're both really pretty maps.
Dude, Blizzard World's my favorite map. Not to play, but like aesthetically, visually, it's my favorite map. Obviously, my favorite one to play is Kings Row. I mean, come on.
Everyone loves Kings Row.
It's just, it feels really balanced. Is really what it is. Like, I can't think of very many bad games I've ever had on that map. You know, like, I can think of bad games on pretty much every other map, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, where you just get full held for a really dumb reason or whatever. But, like, Kings Row generally, like, even if you're full held, it was still, like, not an awful game. Like, it could have been worse. If you were on any other map, it could have been worse.
That is also true. But I have had pretty bad games in Kings Row as well.
Yeah, I'm sure I have too. I just can't pick out like a single thing that generally happens in these really bad maps. Like, it's not like you're fucking full held by a Bastion on high ground on Anubis or something like that. Like, that's easy to remember, but like Kings Row just feels like the music's so good. It
really
just it
is.
feels like a map that doesn't
Christmas.
have that. Oh my gosh, I forgot that they had different music for the Christmas map. It's so
I
good.
know.
I think Christmas Blizzard World is so great. So is Kings Row.
Yeah.
I can't really
No,
think
but
of a really
this map
bad...
honestly reminds me of like Christmas at Disney. And I live in Florida, so that's like, you know.
You live in Florida? Sick.
Yeah.
I'd be visiting there like almost every year.
Hey, nice.
I've always wanted to go to Disney.
I went to Universal. Fucking love.
Dude, it all depends on your age for like which one to do. Like there's an awkward like moment where you're like in between ages. So like adults like Disney and Universal, and kids like Disney, not as much Universal. But like once you get to that like teenager area, that's where it's like you don't want to go to Disney because it's not like extreme enough, but once you go to Universal, then yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I live here, so like I know more about how that is. But let's just get back into the game.
Yeah,
this is our second map. Right, you got the first point on Ilios, so it's 1-0 with Raiyu winning currently.
Really hoping to see some Brigitte play. Yeah.
After this...
Now, it's interesting because...
After the patch, I
you
think
go ahead.
Brig and Lucio is going to be the meta with Reinhardt Zarya.
Dude, just throw a armor pack on Tracer and just let her go at the shields and shit.
Yeah. Especially with the armor buff.
Now, both of these teams' comps are pretty interesting. Neither are running any of the two same supports. Like, both have completely different supports.
Yeah, but their tanks are completely mirrored.
They've also both got a Mei, with the difference being in the Reaper and McCree. I missed that, my bad.
Mei has more charge than their Mei. Probably putting it up a little more work.
And a huge wall from Airsick.
Yeah. He gets frozen, but he's
Ooh, that's a massive immortality too.
Yeah, it was. Zaidan's Mei has ult.
This is just like a really close fight. Like even though one team gets a pick, it doesn't matter to these teams. They're still gonna go head first into most of these fights, is what it seems like.
Yeah, they're very brawly comp. Not too rangy, so you wanna like stay in their face. Except the McCree. He can play.
Hey Beef does take out Zumbra.
Ooh.
And Blizzard comes out from Airsick, but doesn't matter. Blue beamed
portals, but
destroys with that ult.
Yeah.
And they have no res, it was cancelled.
Oh.
That's true. But
I did not see
they don't
that.
have support ults anymore. So
Yeah, the ult advantage is definitely in Zaidan's favor now.
Yes.
But we'll see if that actually ends up mattering. Because there's been plenty of fights so far where ult advantage is completely thrown out the door with these two teams.
Like last game.
They've already pushed up and they're trying to hold it right here.
Seems like a dangerous. Yeah. Oh, that was a good immortality though.
Yeah, it was also a very interesting Sigma ult. Kind of protected them in a strange way. I don't think it's going to matter much though.
Not really T9, but like putting in there.
We'll see if Raiyu or Zaidan decide to invest any more ults into this, or if this is just one fight for Raiyu.
Then you guys real?
Hey Beef, again with the Supercharger Death Blossom combo.
That was also a really large
massive
pull that he did there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like so many ults being used at once. Like what, 3, 4?
Well,
That's the second point they're gonna take. We'll see if they can get any staggers from the bad spawns of Zaidan.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zayden didn't really get bad spawn. They all got spawn there, so it's a pretty good.
Yeah, and it's trying to punish the spawn is gonna actually backfire on Raiyu because of that.
Yeah.
Wow, like really
Zayden
backfire on them. Jeez.
Ooh, walled off.
And the Mei wall just to be mean.
I did that so much as Mei. I would just wall off their spawn to waste your time. Because a lot of people don't think to go out a different way.
The Stigma ult gets 3, but Reaper Wraith's out of it, and it doesn't look like it's gonna get any picks. If anything, it just exposed them for the Blizzard.
Yeah.
Walrus gets a huge beat off though, saving everyone but himself.
Reaper.
Now Blizzard in the other direction, it just ends up doing more.
Raiju's just going off.
They're just kind of pushing right past everything that Zayden's trying to stop them with.
Reaper, but Raiyu's just, I don't know, they're nutty.
Airsick has decided to switch onto the Doomfist though, so we might see some different strategies pulled out last second.
Yeah. Hopefully they're gonna try to get this Mei out of the fight. She's just freezing everyone. She's really annoying that Sigma.
Oh, and Airsick gets picked early, but so does Exo. Hey Beef takes out another 2. Supercharger from both Orisas. Airsick takes out Merkney, but is taken out by Exo after he gets Soccer as well.
And Yuki didn't have a way to get out of that.
Now it just is the stall from the ball. See how long you can do this for, but I think this is pretty much Ryu's point. Wow. I've just messed myself up for the rest of the match. That's just it. That's it, dude. I'd consider Blizzard World to also be one of those maps where it's pretty long and hard to complete. So having any time bank is impressive. I mean, they have 2 minutes basically left. It's a pretty dominant push.
I really love, like I know I've said it 1,000 times, I really love Christmas Blizzard World.
She really loves this map on wintertime.
I really do.
When we were
I think that they should
when we were
change
playing a
more maps.
match, I think we played oh yeah, definitely I want more seasonal maps. But when we were playing on Lijiang New Year, I remember in one of our matches I was on Pharah and I saw one of the fireworks go up in the air and it messed me up so hard because I thought for sure that it was a Pharah for some reason or just something, and I started shooting at this firework for no apparent reason. So I'd say that pretty much any map, in my opinion, seasonal or not, is better than the seasonal Lijiang Tower because of that. It embarrassed me by making me shoot at something dumb.
So it looks like they're running the McCree Doomfist versus the Far.
Neither team's going to be bringing out the Mei from last attack and defense. Just interesting.
Most of Raiyu is like on the point right now.
We'll see if the FAR is just for scouting purposes or if it's permanent.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I definitely see a lot of Pharah and Sombra scouting in high elos.
Wouldn't you see more of a Sombra scout more than a Forest scout though?
It depends if you're considering on playing the... Yeah, especially if you're considering on playing Pharah anyway, then you'd probably just go with the Pharah. Okay. And if you see something you don't want to play against, then you switch.
Especially because their spawn favors them a lot. Right here, he could just fly up, check out what they have right there, holding point, and then just fly back down and switch if he wanted to.
Zaidan gets an easy tick right there.
Yeah. Looks like the farmers is kind of working in their favor. And McCree's trying to take out that fire, but
ooh,
it's very unsuccessful.
Oh no, the Mercy.
But yeah, I think that at that point they had pretty much already won the fight when Beef eventually fell. Oh, that was an actually massive punch on the Mercy. Holy cow.
Yeah, she couldn't latch on to anybody.
I just saw that in the stream. Hey Beef has a Deadeye now, so Soccer's gonna have to be pretty careful when they pop their ult that they don't just get instantly shut down by Deadeye.
Yeah. Like right now?
Doesn't matter if they're not in sight, but you know, that's pretty much the fight right there and then.
Yeah. Fire left the Mercy to die.
I know that feeling.
So Barrage is now available with the Sigma ult, but that's not really much of a combo.
If they do the Halt Barrage, I'd like to see
Halt Barrage could be huge.
You could do Grab Flux and Barrage. I feel.
It doesn't work out as much because with Sigma ult, they're so already spread out. You want something that's going to pull them all together to actually get the value out of it.
There's major focus on the fire from both the Baptiste and the McCree.
Oh, that's at the time. You don't want to use too many ults.
Yeah, that fight's over before it even begun.
Ray's just making a really good defense. They're defending very well. And it seems that Zaidan doesn't want to switch off that fire just yet.
Yeah, and Kinjako hasn't even gotten that much of an opening with the Pharah. This whole attack.
This Doomfist is actually working very well.
Pretty good, but it gets no hits with the Pharaoh as well.
But Airsick comes up with 2 on the other side of things. He is taken down though.
Still staying with the Pharah.
And Beef takes out 1, but along with the Sigma taking out T-Bone.
They have to make a complete reset for this rare.
I'm very surprised with this Doomfist pick, with what their comp is.
Yeah, the Doomfist is working out way better than I would have thought it would.
Yeah, because they have the Orisa who can fortify.
Oh, and now we have
Zaidan's made 2 switches though.
Mora
Hanzo and Doom.
Seconds isn't the best choice, I feel.
I mean, we'll see. Sometimes it works out.
Sometimes, but it doesn't help when you get picked by the Orisa.
Yeah, pretty instantly.
Rays, they're holding out really good to defend.
Yeah, I think that this fight can't really be turned at this point.
Nah.
And Sniper finishes it with a double kill on both of the supports.
Is that a 2-0 now?
Yeah, that's a 2-0 for now. I gotta say, the first map was way closer than this map was.
Yeah, this is just a hard roll.
It feels like Raiyu just turned on something.
They turned on their aimbots. That
was such a huge pull for that reroll.
And there was an immortality there too. That's what's...
He destroyed it.
So crazy. Yeah, he did, but like, he killed 2 people, then he destroyed it.
Oh yeah, I did see that on the kill speed.
He destroyed the supercharger at first, because that's what they had down.
Regardless, that was a massive play.
He's like, I'm Reaper? Die everything?
Alright, we're going to be moving on to our next map, the dreaded 2CP Assault map, known as Volskaya.
Volskaya is one of the... I don't like 2CP in general, but Volskaya is just one of those that I'd rather not.
Swap Raiyu and Mankey.
I'm probably gonna get roasted in chat for this, but I'm one of the
Okay.
very few people who actually enjoys 2CP. But I'll say that I still hate Paris, I still hate Horizon, but I don't mind like Anubis, Volskaya, and Hanamura. I'm a rare species when it comes to that. Then again, I'd prefer to play most of the other modes, but I don't dislike Assaults as a mode. Just the just the fucking new. I'm lagging?
No, I said, Tay, you're slacking.
Oh.
How?
Q said, swap Bria for Murky, and I literally said that, but you couldn't hear me.
Monkey said no swaps.
I literally see it right now by Q.
Go look in game chat.
That's where it goes.
Monkey said no swaps.
Yeah, no, it's good. We're good.
Can Q
Monkey is
spec
our
and
captain
study both
right now.
teams?
Monkey is their captain right now.
Q's just manager as far as we're concerned in this match for now.
Yeah, Q is their captains. Like over the
Oh, I didn't see
Monkey
Murky,
is their
but
captain.
Q wants the invite so we can study and spec the teams.
I
You can
do
invite
it
him.
really quick.
Okay. I just don't text in the game chat because I'm probably not allowed to. Don't want to get yelled at or anything.
You're a caster. You're allowed to.
You can.
Oh,
You can.
okay. I just don't know the rules or anything, so I just.
That's why you have permission.
Access to it. Yeah.
I never
Otherwise you
know.
wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's true.
We've got a Bastion defense with the Widowmaker as well.
Okay,
And-
he's singing.
I mean,
Jingle Bells.
assuming that this is going to be another mirror, that's going to be an interesting attack.
Yeah, it is a mirror.
And it looks like they're going for it.
Bastion on
I mean, I
attack.
wonder how these teams are running the same comps. I wonder if it has anything to do with they play for the same org.
Nah, it's probably just the Bastion thing.
Oh, and Depressed Berry takes out Sniper King.
Yeah.
But on the other side, Hay Beef gets Kin.
I've always been told that whoever wins the Widow battle first is going to win the fight eventually.
Huh.
It's usually true, but it depends.
Like whoever.
I mean,
wins the
Hay
Widow
Beef
battle
is
will
picking up like a 5k at this point,
First bird just gets destroyed by the
and the
Bastion.
PM follows up.
And it looks like
I
the
rarely
attack
see
Bastion
attack
wins the
bastion
fight.
work. Yeah, I rarely see attack bastion work.
I mean, they did it somehow. And it's gonna be double sniper from the defense now.
Nope, and the
Oh.
first bird on the fall.
Change their mind. Back on Tafara. Oh, Beef got picked incredibly fast.
Trying to stay away from that Baptist team. And now they don't have a Bastion on the fence, but onto the left.
I mean, it's a close fight, but not that close. I think Raiyu's probably gonna finish them off any second now. This attack Bastion's just utterly dominating the other team.
I'm so surprised by the attack bastion because I rarely see it work.
I mean, if you know how to play it, you can get it to work, but even then, it's difficult. This is either really bad for Zaidan or just like really well planned for Raiyu.
And both teams are working very well together. Let's see.
They have basically 5 minutes in the time bank, which is
That's a big time.
insane.
Yeah.
Like, especially on 2CP.
Yeah, I always dread that.
But what I was saying is I rarely see attack bastion work because there's already a defense bastion, and the defense bastion's had time to get set up. The attack bastion has barely any time to really get set up and be able to do the thing.
Yeah, all it takes though is just a little bit of time to be caught off guard by the attack bastion. Everything snowballs.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is going to go with the exact same setup that Zaidan did last time.
Attack Tracer.
Yeah, Zaidan going with Tracer Pharah setup is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Especially with the... I mean, it's basically dive when you put in the Wrecking Ball and Hamster.
They're going to disrupt with the Hamster. Because you got your main shield tank off the high ground just then. And it just messes up the whole thing. Because then everyone else is sort of
Tracer's on that map now.
Bastion is forced to jump down.
He wants to force down. Ooh.
I mean, Have Beef is still surviving somehow. Oh, just as I said that, caster curse him. Zumbra takes out 2.
Yeah, Zumbra's good with the Lucio.
I mean, first map, Zumbra was absolutely popping off.
He was like, going nutty.
You can't argue about that. But we haven't seen much of him since.
Oh, we had 2 churches on me. There's only 2 now. There's McCree and there's Fire.
I used to tell myself I'd never really seen a Lucio main on tier 1. The closest Lucio main I know is Oki, and then here's Umbra.
Yeah. Whenever he's... Oh my gosh. Were you spectating T-Bone just now or nah?
No, I was on Prairie.
I don't know what he just did, but it blew my mind. He like... Oh, the communication's so good! With the boom, with the Wrecking Ball.
I've never seen that happen before.
That was so good. Incredibly good.
I actually watched that happen.
Did you see the boop into the Hammond mines just then?
No, I was talking about the boop into
If they don't get a tick from this, oh, that's such a shame. That was such a well-communicated combo. I mean, they're still fighting it. I don't think that it's realistic that they can get it, but they're still fighting it.
Yeah, we have a Tracer on plant at the moment.
Zaidan goes back to the double shield setup.
Yeah.
With a McCree now.
He's like, Raiyu on the,
instead of the Tracer. The Supercharger Death Blossom combo that Raiyu's been just using in every chance they get has won them, I think, 100% of the fights that they've used it in. I don't think it's been, like, countered once.
Now they have a more on Zaidan. Like, Fire doesn't have her mercy anymore.
And that's an early pick too.
Yeah, it's sad.
We'll see if they decide to change off the Pharah or stick with it because they're close to ult.
Oh,
no, it looks like we're gonna get some Widow.
More Widow play.
Personally, I don't love playing Widow on offense on second point of Sky just because there's not a ton of angles you can take. Then again, the angles that you can take are really good angles, so it's not like it's impossible.
I can tell.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that McCree popping off,
dude. That's just 4 kills straight off the bat for beef. Oh my god.
Steven just jumps off because he doesn't feed. At 100
Absolutely
now.
massive. That's how you single-handedly win a fight. That right there is how you single-handedly win a fight. I mean, no one's been picked so far. But... Oh, and just as I say that, so far it's still trade back and forth.
Yes. Ooh. But I'm gonna get another pick.
Raiyu looks to be probably gonna win this fight. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I was trying to get that Reaper, but Sigma was just scanning his face.
That was not the best fight for Zaidan. And if they can't get this point, that's it for Zaidan. They've lost the series.
The series?
Yeah, they not just this map, but they'll lose the whole match, yeah. The series.
Yeah. I mean,
so they really need this.
So they don't get the 4-0. And Soccer with the coalition gets one pick.
A ton of ults are just being thrown out. And again, Sniper King. Oh. We're pretty much in one fight territory going into this next one.
Yeah.
If they can't win this, it's pretty much over. And even if they get this point, if they do it in overtime, I don't think there's any way that they can win the series overall. Yeah, because the best they'd be able to do is probably draw.
They would have to draw at that point.
So they really need to just team wipe in the next 5 seconds. Massive ult.
Oh, High Noon.
Doesn't look like it's going to get anything. Oh, High Noon, though, does get the pick.
Yeah, the signal coming out.
The flank dragon almost worked.
And he gets picked off.
And that's going to be pretty much it. Just a couple stalls.
Yeah, that seems like it's a match.
That's Ryu's. I thought I said it wrong for a second. Raiyu.
No, you said it right.
I said it right. Okay, cool. That's their 3rd map win. This was the 4K, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was 4K.
Oh, wait, was there a square?
Yep, there was a square.
Oh my gosh, that was, like, perfect timing from Walrus.
I didn't see the window.
Holy crap. The window
came up.
I didn't notice it.
Oh my god. Like, literally last second, he's already pulling the trigger and the square just appears. With how good Ryu's communication is, it's hard to even think about giving MVP to one player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's how I feel like almost all these games, though. Like, everyone's just playing so good.
Who are we thinking
like both teams
for MVP?
Well, the game's not over yet.
Yeah, I don't want to say now because then I feel like I've given some bias towards myself. You know,
yeah.
I'd rather just like keep thinking about it. But I'm almost positive that I'm gonna want to choose someone from Raiyu at this point because the last 2 maps have been incredibly dominant by them.
Yeah. Hey Beef was popping off. I think so is Walrus.
Merkney's also been insane on the Holtz. Like, just, I haven't seen really a weak moment from any of the teammates. Like, even Blue Beamed got a huge coalescence at one point, too.
Yeah, I can't really pick an MVP, to be honest.
Air for Kinja. Umber said.
It's going to be interesting to see how this last map plays out. This is Zaidan's first match in the league, am I correct in saying that?
Yeah. Tress Perry has played in here before. Soccer Kitty, I think. Umbra's played in here before.
I remember everyone on these teams.
Okay, so what I was about to say doesn't matter then. I was going to say maybe it's some first game jitters, but that's probably not the case if they've all already played in the league.
Let's go to Dorado, one of the worst escort maps.
What do you mean?
I don't like
She's on
Dorado.
crack. She doesn't play snipers.
I don't play snipers.
No, but even then, like, it's not really a sniper map. Like, it's just.
I mean,
like,
it's very sniper friendly.
There's moments for snipers, but I'm not gonna say that it's sniper heavy. Like, third point is a no, pretty much all the time. And
no,
like,
not really. You can, there's some points.
There's some points, but like, it goes through, like, depending on where the cart is, pretty much determines whether you or not you can play a sniper, I'd say. And there's enough weird transitions where it's not always good to just be like sniper 100% of the time on this map.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna say that it's not good, but I'd say flankers are more fun to play on this map.
Oh yeah, I love
like
Tracer.
This in my opinion is more of a Tracer map.
Nah, more of a Hanzo Genji.
If you know
Very
the blink
Genji
jump
friendly.
spots, you can get high ground pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I did that a lot.
I mean, I haven't been able to do the one in the like chapel in a while, so I'm assuming that they patched that out. But that one was kind of insane.
They did a patch a while ago where Tracer can't like blink up stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's not the same thing though.
No.
There used to be a platform she could stand on over there.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be seeing a Genji from Raiyu this time. See if it pulls anything off, as well as Brig. We've got some off-meta picks for this.
Play. I'd like to see that. They're holding out very strong with that.
Oh!
Double field bunker.
That was a really good shot.
And Genji
I just
trying to
think
get up there.
In general, Brig works really well with Reinhardt. And I think that's where that pick came into play. I just think Brig works really well with Reinhardt.
I think got taken out by Raiyu.
Beef gets 2 in that too.
Got advantage from the Genji. Rich is wailing her
Ryan's
hammer.
just cleaning up.
Carrying this freaking payload.
Ryan's being super aggressive. That Mercy is so staggered behind them.
Oh, that's such a shame.
She went ahead and suicided.
She threw herself off the map.
And Beef just gets another pick, so it staggers them even more.
But now I think Mercy has bad spawn.
There's an argument to be made by going in like down one person, but I don't think there's really any argument to engaging down 2 people.
Especially a main support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merkney pushed up incredibly far.
And Genji comes in.
Somehow.
Gets 1 pick, but...
Oh my god, I think that's actually a 4K, and he's on 1 HP right now.
He's on 7. Ooh.
And Beef just cleans up. 2 picks.
Oh. They have a Widow on Depressed Fairy now for Zaidan.
I mean, Ryu's Ryan's just sitting on payload at this point.
Yeah, he's just walking in.
Like, they didn't even leave a support to sit on payload. They're like, here, one of our 2 main tanks, you just stay here.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
With this patch coming out, it's going to end up Orisa being the main tank and Reinhardt being off tank. If that's going to become a meta.
I think that we'll just stop worrying about shields as much, hopefully. I don't want to see that happen. I'm skeptical that that's what it will actually be. I feel like people will figure out more efficient things to do, and that's just going to be like the cheese comp type thing.
I'm excited for Ron Zarya to be meta.
I'm excited to play
exactly,
more
like the amount of times that like I've tried to play Ryan Orisa, and there's just not any synergy between the two of them. Like Sigma Orisa, there's synergy, but not really with Ryan.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I like
that generally matters more. Beef takes out the Zarya pretty quickly, but Zumba just wipes out the ult and Genji with the damage orb, of course.
Blind charges the Reaper, gets shattered, but no one gets in there. They'll get the pick out from Mora.
Airsick takes out the Brig though. Rezzed right up.
Dude, this is Ryan on Raiyu. He's nuts. He's just swinging his hammer and killing everything, and I love it.
I don't think anyone can contest. Jesus, in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Like, this team just always has a time bank.
Yeah, they always have time.
3 maps they've won. Raiyu has won 3 maps. The first one was back and forth, but these last 3 so far have been extremely dominant.
Yeah, they're super aggressive right now. And they're getting rewarded heavily for it.
This is one of the pretty maps too. Like, the bay is pretty nice. Like the beach and stuff.
Yeah. They're going full flanker on, or full
They're
dive
gonna
on
dive.
Zaidan. Yeah, they are.
Sombra might be to scout though, so I wouldn't be super invested in them keeping that.
The tanks are dive too.
Yeah, but they could still switch that.
Yeah, that's
regardless. I mean, only time will tell.
I really love how aggressive Ryu's Reinhardt is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, when he's not on payload duty.
They have a widow. And Winston's gonna dive her.
Oh, she's up on that high ground way back there.
Oh, Doomfist's on the Winston now. Winston gets away.
Yeah, they're looking for a dive target now.
Yeah, they might get that Doomfist. And... oh, and looks like they go after the widow. Winston's in there, he jumps out of it.
And they have no res for that widow.
Oh, the Beef takes out the Tracer.
Yeah. Oh, Winston's getting destroyed.
Beef is taken out though.
Yeah, you're picking up with the Lucio.
But I mean, the time for respawns is definitely in favor of the attacking team.
Oh yeah, most definitely. They have spawn advantage as well. So they could use that to their advantage.
EMP's almost charged up too, so this could just be a one fight with that one ultimate. If played right.
They do have EMP now. MP first to pulse bomb with.
They're definitely looking for the MP, but I don't think it's a good thing to use right now because everyone on Zaidan's weak.
Yeah. They need to fully set that follow. Sniper King is on Fisher. He's popping off right now.
Ooh, and Beef staggers air. That was nasty too.
He has such quick reaction time with that.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them really do. Doomfist is on top with the Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets the win.
My god. Just when you think that they're about to turn in Satan's favor. They've held on to this EMP now for 2 fights though. That's not great.
Not good. Because EMPs are really
You
fast.
by this point. That's a stretch. But yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like EMP is one of those ults you pop off cooldown. Just because it's so easy to get it, but then again, you have to have the coordination with them.
Yeah.
It depends on your team.
And
There's
like that EMP right there,
great.
there wasn't any. I don't think there's gonna be that much follow up. There was not a lot of people who were close by. Like
No.
we got one, they got one pick out of it, but I don't think much else is gonna happen from it.
It's pretty big considering now it's a 5v. No man, it's a 5v5 right now.
Yeah, but none of Air's teammates were nearby to follow up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the main issue. Air is able to take out Blue though. Ooh. Again, this map's incredibly one-sided.
They're holding very strong for the time. Really insane. You can't even get the first point right now. The dot comp's not working. They just keep sticking with it. For some reason.
Beef gets 2 openings picks.
So they could still possibly make
That's 3 for Beef.
But I don't see it happening. Mercy tried pulling out her gun, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think that's just. I think that's game.
Yeah, it is. That is the game.
Do we know on Raiyu who got MVP last game?
Huh?
Do we know on Raiyu who got MVP the last game or no?
The last game they played?
Yeah. If we don't, it's not a huge deal.
About a biscuit. I picked Sniper King, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't be entirely sure.
So my vote for MVP on Raiyu probably has to go to either Merkney or Beef, and then I'd say my honorable mention for Zaidan is definitely Zumbra.
Yay. Zumbra.
Because in their best moments, he was popping off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
hardcore.
Yeah, he was really good.
What about your MVP choices?
I'd have to say Beef and sing with the Umbra.
I'll say we do Beef for MVP, Merkney for honorable mention, and then Umbra for honorable mention.
Alright,
Okay.
that sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
I can't do an interview, I have to actually go.
Alright. Well then, I guess we'll just, we'll skip the interview for this time. You can catch us, whenever our next game is. I think
Thursday.
Thursday's our next
Thursday.
game, so tune in then. And, thanks for watching.
See you guys.
Imagine that.